Hello collective, Sun, Moon and Venus rising. This is a general message for the collective. If it resonates with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. If it don't fit, don't force it, just relax and let it go. My name's Serenity and this is a general reading for the collective, okay? The first card that came out for you was the Four of Cups. Okay, it usually speaks about somebody who's bored. Okay, somebody could be finding yourself unhappy, discontent in your situation, because the Four of Cups appears because excitement in the area of interest is fizzling out. You're no longer happy in the area, or something needs to be changed. Okay, for somebody though, you could be bored because of feeling rejected from work or business, or you'll have trouble with procrastination, which will result in a negative outcome. Because when it concerns you being in a relationship, somebody is bored and it can lead to affairs. So look for other indication of this, because the Seven of Swords here is showing that subconsciously you do know. Okay, reason why if somebody's feeling rejected is because subconsciously somebody knows that somebody's being deceptive and betrayed him. The news could have been coming in quickly, and it could have been coming in quickly from an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But the outcome showing here is telling you to be patient. Some of you are going to be starting a new relationship, okay, or a new beginning. But somebody could be suppressing their feelings, okay. Could be dealing with a Leo. But some of you are going to have the courage and strength to get over this. Some of you could be drowning in their emotions, going to the bar, drinking, okay? Going to clubs, clubbing, but just drowning their sorrows, okay? Because somebody's going to be starting a new relationship. If this resonates with you, collective, please like, share, subscribe. Let's see what other message is coming out for the collective regarding this. Let's clarify this Four of Cups here for the collective. Because for somebody here, it seems like you could be suffering from mid or quarter life crisis with the Four of Cups. It seems like you spent your days staring at your news feed, coveting the things other people have, wishing your life was better. It's possible that you're suffering from comparison hangover. Some of you definitely could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody here could be in separation with, okay, could be temporary separation with this fire sign. But they could also be needing to rest, or they're going through some ill health right now. Strong Sagittarius here, okay, that you could be separated from, okay. Tell me about this Four of Cups here for the person I'm speaking to. Some of you, you're dealing with a Leo. Oh my. Definitely been a burden that you have to put down, okay? Some of you, it could have been a job, okay? Because something's not working. Something's not working with either a Leo, okay? But somebody's feeling rejected here, okay? It could even be a Leo that's feeling rejected after putting down some form of burden. Something coming to an end, alright? For some of you right now, the news that's going to be coming in quickly could have been from the past regarding a cycle that's been completed, okay? Somebody could be rushing to go and say travel towards some form of conflict, okay? Because somebody here could be fighting with a lot of people, okay, in the past. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people getting involved because somebody was being foolish, okay? Somebody wasn't going to be stepping out in faith here, okay? Because it was holding back, alright? Somebody could have even given to some form of temptation. And with the Seven of Swords here showing up like this could happen within a family or within a marriage, okay? Because for somebody right now, somebody could even be thinking about moving home, okay? Changing location. Because the Ten of Cups here showing up reversed like this is also letting you know that there could be somebody here that's actually having a lot of arguments in the home, okay, because of this deception, okay. For some of you, there's definitely been a lot of disagreements, and somebody's home is unstable at the moment. somebody's here who seems to be causing a lot of drama in the home. Alright? Some of you could even be deciding, like I said, to go and say, even get a divorce or separation. Okay? That's for somebody. But for somewhat though, there could have been a point where you wasn't happy in your family at one point, okay? But for some of you, the person could be that you're interested in, subconsciously you know this. There could be you or them pursuing acting a little distance, okay? If you're not acting distant with them, they're acting distance with you, okay? This could mean as though they wish to provide you with a fairy tale ending. This person could be worrying that they cannot give you everything you want. And in some cases, your lover may not be ready to take the next step. Not because they do not want to, but because they're not in a position to do so, okay? Some of you, it's because there's been deception, okay? Oops. Yeah, definitely could have been deception. Could have been with Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is somebody here who's emotionally unavailable or could be very manipulative in the family, okay? Wow. Somebody's moving quickly, okay? Because somebody's getting over, a patient is getting over some form of deception. Somebody could be leaving somebody for somebody else, okay? And they're going through some inner conflict here. Wow. Yep, someone's definitely going to get some bad news because somebody could be leaving somebody to go and say offer their cup to somebody else, okay? Somebody's been also, could have got some bad news that somebody was wearing a mask and pretending to be something that they wasn't. Somebody's definitely giving up here, okay? Because somebody was wearing a mask in this situation and pretending that he was offering the cup to you, but he was also offering the cup to somebody else, okay? Someone could get some bad news regarding this, that somebody could have gave into some form of temptation, okay? Because this Knight of Cups is usually a romantic character who cares about you and your feelings, probably brings you flowers, takes you on dates, shows how much he cares, okay? For somebody though, the bad news that somebody could be receiving is that somebody could be dealing with somebody who is a player, okay? Perhaps you're the one who's loyal and committed, because the Knight of Cups usually speaks about somebody here who's showing you some form of affection, okay? Or they only have eyes for you, or you could only have eyes for your partner here, okay? You could be the one that's loyal and committed. You're always trying to see the best in other people, okay? Some of you was unwilling to, or willing to, overlook things for the sake, or to make the relationship not to cause no arguments or disturbance, but you can see that's not working. 10-10, 2 10s here, as something's coming to an end. Somebody's putting this burden down, okay? You've tried, okay? But for somebody though, you need to start looking at the situation through rose-tinted glasses. You need to be more realistic about your goals, okay? Because somebody's fed up, because there's been some injustice here. It could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus is getting some bad news, okay? They could be finding out the child's not theirs, or it was pregnant, or a marriage is over, or relationship is over, because somebody's fed up, okay? They made a choice here to walk away from people and things that no longer serve them, because somebody could have missed out on an opportunity here, okay? And that could have been with somebody they love. Because I'm seeing Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So all the elements are here. This is in your energy right now, okay? There's somebody here, fire sign, who wants to come towards with some form of offer of love, but there's somebody here who's also got somebody else, okay? And you're fed up. or they're going to be fed up. Somebody's going to be fed up here of this situation. So tell me more regarding this situation here for the collective. Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Yeah. Somebody's got unspoken feelings towards you here. This could be somebody that you could have rejected, or they could have rejected you. But it seems like you're not imagining the undercurrent. There seems to be emotional charge here that no one fully naming yet. You don't know what this feelings is, but somebody's feeling rejected, okay? Because somebody was bored and they're putting down this burden because you got a feeling that something's not right. Yeah. There's somebody here who got secrets and lies in the past. Not everyone's here is what it seems. Lies, omission, or double lies could be distorting the connection between you. That's why a cycle had to be completed in the past. Because subconsciously, you wanted to be on the same page, okay? You wanted the same thing, and you both were showing up accordingly, but for some of you right now, somebody definitely was being manipulative, okay? Somebody was being deceptive, trying to get away with something before you was in agreement, but it seems like you're not. Because you could have both agreed to stay mutually just between you and them and no third parties, but somebody could have stepped out here, and that's what the bad news is. Some of you, it's in your family. Family echoes. Old family patterns may be playing out in your love life. Until those echoes are healed, they keep repeating through new faces. So it's same script, different cast. What monkey see, monkey do when it was younger, they seem to be bringing into the relationship. And it's going to be, for somebody here, somebody is wearing a mask. Yeah, it's bad timing. The universe isn't punishing you, it's protecting what isn't fully aligned yet. What truly is meant for you won't miss you. So even if the things don't work out between you and this person here, it's because it wasn't for you, okay? At the bottom, there is a power couple here. It seems like you amplify each other's gift and elevate each other's goals. You're building more than a relationship, you're building an empire together. But somebody was in an open relationship, okay? Some of you was with somebody that could have been on the down low, okay? Because somebody's still standing, okay? You didn't let hard times become a breaking point. This is love that deepens with every test. So somebody's in love with the same sex, and somebody was feeling trapped. Could have been feeling trapped within a marriage or within a relationship. But feeling trapped isn't part of the love deal. If there's no key inside, it might be time to break free. And somebody could be coming out the closet. Somebody was in an open relationship. But an open relationship isn't for the faint-hearted here, collective. Somebody might need to set clear rules, communicate, and be respectful of boundaries, and explore with care here, okay? Because somebody can't be in a power couple relationship and still have an open relationship, because it's going to cause some form of dilemma. That's for somebody. Let's see what other message here, what lies beneath all this, because somebody here, they're not speaking about how they're really feeling, they're holding back, okay? Yeah, they're putting on a show, okay, pretending everything's alright. But in the past, the situation could have exploded. Shit's about to pop off in flames regarding these secrets and lies, okay? Because somebody realizing everything's not the same. Subconsciously, somebody feels that they're going through bank failure, okay? You both could be on the same page regarding that. You both could be going through financial difficulties. But somebody here is using their emotional intelligence, okay? They're using their head over their heart. Because somebody's fighting for you, what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. But they're keeping you a secret, okay? Somebody could be dealing with a copycat. That's a hater, okay? So pre-warned is pre-armed, alright? Somebody here could be jealous of your relationship. Third parties could be getting involved to go and break up your relationship, okay? Because they see that he was like a power couple, and they didn't like that. So third party decided, through hating, silence his own kind of confession here, okay? So somebody here is not speaking, but it's like you're picking up the vibe, okay, regarding this person here, because they're not speaking about what's bothering them. This could even be somebody here that in the past the situation did explode because you were supposed to be us, not just you and me in the past, okay? And somebody right now, it seems our connection is intense and it scares me, somebody's saying, but someone needs time. Time healed me, but it didn't erase you. So somebody here is still not gotten over somebody here, okay? Subconsciously, this is somebody who wanted to be on the same page, okay? Hearing your name still makes my heart race, okay? So somebody here is still holding on to people and things that no longer serve them, okay? But someone's going to be using their emotional intelligence because under intuition, trust your gut, it's really wrong, okay? So if your gut and your intuition is telling you that somebody's being deceptive around you, some of you may end up blocking this person, okay? Because sometimes the answer isn't yes or no. Sometimes it's just to wait because your smile once lit up my entire world, someone's saying. But endings aren't always endings for somebody, okay? Somebody here could be thinking about returning to people and things that no longer serve them. So let's see, eh? Got someone saying, hell no. Okay. This is somebody that's, the silence is its own kind of confession here. If you got to stalk them online, you already have your answer. You're not investigating because they're trustworthy. You're searching for proof that you're not being played. That's not love. That's CSI romantic regret, okay? So somebody here who's actually researching, stalking somebody online to find out if they are being deceptive, subconsciously you know, okay? Trust your gut. It's really wrong here, collective, because somebody here needs to quit checking his story. He's not thinking about you. Brutal, I know, but stalking his Instagram story like it's the damn Rosetta Stone isn't self-care. Log off. Heal. He's posting thirst traps, not soul contracts, okay? So that's for somebody, alright? Because subconsciously, you're hearing his name still makes you heart race, or you still got that kind of link to him. It's like cord cutting might need to take place, because for somebody here, they didn't forget to text back. They just remember they don't care that much here, okay? Phone stays in hand 24/7. If you're not getting a reply, it's not a glitch in the matrix. It's a red flag on silent mode. Return to sender, okay? So somebody here has blocked, okay? They feel they're not on the same page as you. They're moving out of the home, okay? Some of you right now are dealing with somebody who's emotionally unavailable, okay? And could be quite manipulative. For some of you, it's telling you to use your intuition right now. Because for some of you, Spirit said, not this one, sweetie. Your guys have tried subtle, they've tried dreams, they've tried signs. Now they're yelling, this one's a spiritual detour. Get back on track. Because some of you were getting off track by being with the wrong person, okay? Hearing somebody, when you met somebody, they're saying, what does the devil want now? Because from the beginning, you probably knew the devil will send this person towards you. Because at the bottom, if you have to ask all your friends what their what the text I meant, they didn't much mean. I don't understand that. If you have to ask all your friends what their text or text it, text I'm, can't really see this, meant they didn't mean much. If it takes a group chat and a PowerPoint to understand what they said, they either don't care or emotional illiterate. either way next. Because that's the truth, because I found it struggling to even understand what they were saying. So if you have to go and say what they're saying, that means say the person isn't for you, or they're illiterate, okay? Because love shouldn't feel like you're competing in the Hunger Games. If you're constantly trying to win their attention, approval, or affection, may the odds be ever in your favor, because that ain't love, that's survival mode, okay? Because the person is not for you, okay? Every rejection sometimes is God's protection, okay? Because he's seen things that you didn't see and heard conversations you didn't hear, collective, alright? What other message here for the collective did I need to know? Sun, Moon, and Venus rising. Someone's going to make it rain. There's definitely going to be blessings, entrepreneurship, manifesting abundance. Legal matters are going to go in your favor here. And some of you could receive a windfall or promotion. Real love, real deal. There's going to be a true bond, unshakable, and it's going to be divine union when you do meet this person. But somebody has to end one cycle to begin something new. Because with the Ace of Cups here, there is going to be a new relationship coming your way, okay? But it's going to be after a loss, okay? Or after somebody regrets what they've done to you. Yeah, somebody's definitely soul searching. Some of you are doing your inner work. You're looking for deeper meaning. You're on your spiritual path because someone was trying to take you off it, okay? Now, when it concerns something that took place in the past where you need to quit checking his story, he's not thinking about you. Someone's forgiving you, letting go, peace, and spiritual release. So somebody is letting go, letting God right now, okay? Because for some of you, you got high value. Some of you could be, I've dealt with the Empress here, who had self-worth, will not settle, beautiful, sexy, abundant, and confident, okay? It's not that they didn't forget to go and take it, because it was being deceptive, okay? And some of you subconsciously know you had to block this person, okay? And you realized it wasn't the one. Wow. And some of you are definitely underneath some spiritual attack. There was karmic triggers, spiritual awakening, shadow work taking place. But it was divine protection. It was trying to warn you in your dreams, okay, that somebody you're dating, okay, that you may have to end with because you're going to find somebody new that wasn't for you. Some of you is going to find a new love. You're going to be having fun. You're going to get back out in the market, okay? But you was under spiritual attack. At the bottom, echo check. Interactions are forcing you to confront your own ego, okay? Because everything's happening for a reason. Some of you are staying in a situation that you should have left a long time ago, okay? But because that you was in your comfort zone, somebody didn't want to leave, okay? Or the familiarity. Or what would they say? What would the neighbors say if it split up, okay? Somebody here is overloaded. Assessment, obligations, overburdened somebody is. And you got a third wheel situation here, okay? There's definitely an enemy. Somebody is to be distraught. There's definitely been some flirtation that's going on, alright? And somebody did betray you. And for some of you right now, there definitely was a third party. And some of you could have even been experiencing some spiritual attack. Yeah, somebody was a bully, okay? Some of you are embarrassed because there's been some gossip going on about this now. And some of you, it shows unwillingness, okay? That somebody was unwilling to go and say, put you in high value, okay? Or see you for who you really was. Because somebody was under spiritual attack, okay? For some of you, there was a curse. Somebody was hateful, causing some kind of catastrophe or misfortune in your relationship. Somebody intervened in your relationship, okay? Because they seen you as a power couple and somebody was jealous, okay? Somebody decided to actually get involved. For some of you, though, Somebody was jealous because somebody actually made a promise to you, could have got engaged to you, and somebody was jealous, okay? It ain't taking place, it could be taking place now. But there's also a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, okay? That was wearing a mask and pretending that everything was okay when it wasn't, okay? Let's see what's there over here, what's the karma that somebody here could be experiencing. Because some of you, it was a karmic lesson. Choose with love. Love is the most powerful force. Choose love over fear and your life will transform, okay? Because for somebody needs to heal their parent or child karma, because healing the bond with your parents frees you from the past. It's time to release old wounds and move forward right now here, collective, because for some of you, you're awakening your power. You are more powerful than you realize. Awaken to your true strength and step into your potential. And somebody might need to seek the karmic reflection. Every person you meet reflects something within yourself. Learn from what they mirror back to you, okay? That's for someone, because people are showing you who you are, okay? They're reflecting back to you. If you don't like something in somebody, okay, don't try and change them. The only person you can change is yourself. When you change, your circumstances will change, collective. And at the bottom, you do have choose wisely. Every choice matters. Choose with intentions and your future will align with your soul purpose, okay? Choose the right direction to go into, because somebody's trying to get you off your spiritual path and trying to get you in the flesh, okay? Trying to being lost instead of love, kind of thing, okay? So somebody could be mistaking lost for love. That's for somebody. Any other message here for the collective? Let's see what the T's saying here before I close this reading. For the collective, if this resonates with you, collective, please like, share, subscribe. And it's telling you to be your authentic self. Show your true self courageously. Don't allow somebody to go and take away your power right now. And at the bottom, somebody does have ulterior motives here, collective. Someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions. So pre-warned is pre-armed. If this resonates with you, collective, please like, share, subscribe. I send you love and light. Namaste.